How'd you pull up?
Yeah, it was. It's been big sessions for a few weeks now, so it's the group's in a really good space. We're handling the workload really well, and I think a majority of the group have pulled up really well. Numbers on track at certain times yesterday, so that's good numbers for us. And I sort of went down with a little bit of a knock to the leg, so I was a bit soft and walked off with a corky, so I didn't pull up as well as the group.
AFLX?
Yep.
Changed up a few things over the summer like that?
Yeah, it's just AFLX is, although it didn't take off for the league, it's been a great little, I suppose, to train the way that we want to play in a smaller grid with less numbers, and one team was focusing on another drill while those two teams were running. So it's got all aspects of the game included in AFLX, and the boys really enjoy putting it in the middle of the track.
Do you get nervous this time of year when you kind of do cop those knocks with coming into the later stages of the pre-season? Oh
yeah, I suppose if it was a bit more serious, then you probably do. But I'm pretty confident this one's fine. So but at this time of year, like I said, the workload's really ramped up, and the boys are getting quite competitive out there. So it actually does feel out training. So there's going to be a few hits and bruises and that sort of some big collisions last week in our match simulation. So they'll come, but that's what gets us ready for round 20 this year, and sets you up for a good season.
They're really pushing themselves this time?
Yeah, there's plenty. Overall ability really to, we've had a little bit of a new look with the pre-season with Matt Innes coming on board, so things have been a little bit different, but the boys have adjusted really well and kept up to speed, and a few of these young blokes, just apart from the energy they bring in the locker room, some of the things that they're doing out on the field, a lot of them look ready to go, so we're really excited by that.
What are the biggest differences you've noticed with Matt coming into the program? Yeah,
I'd say we're probably a little bit more into match simulation style a little bit earlier than what we have been in the past. So it's not massive differences, but we probably feel a little bit more football ready than what we have prior. And I think the health of the list as well is a big, I suppose, part of that with the numbers on the track. And 38 yesterday is a way that you can actually train match simulation, and you're not having to run around the oval and do laps. So that's part of the overall battle really, is to keep numbers on the park so you can actually train the way that you want to play in the season. Yeah, it is exciting. Just watching Harley go about his work is exciting enough. So we're just trying out a few things, and Harley and I have been rotating through the back line and the midfield, and using Luke Edwards as well, who's been really impressive this pre-season. So exciting to see where that'll all land. But I'm enjoying the midfield time. I think Harley's enjoying some backline time as well, and working with those players. So I think if I can help Harley out in any way, that'll be a decent job.
We've seen a few themes come out across the AFL. Richmond's got their capital out there, and then I think the other year Collingwood, Craig said, we take the stairs, not the escalator. Is there anything like a theme that West Coast Eagles are working with this year?
Not that comes to mind, but the theme for us is, the last two seasons haven't been the seasons that we would have liked. So the way that the boys have come back off the off-season, the Christmas break, and their approach towards training this pre-season is just, that's been the flavour, and that's why we're able to train match simulation like we did last Wednesday, and we will in the coming weeks before we hit our match intra-clubs and NAB Cup games and whatever they're called now. But so that's been the flavour, is just the hunger that the boys have come back with, and that's allowed us to be in this position now. The ones that have taken longest are the ones that are not in here at the moment. So you can have a look around. It's probably not Jeremy McGovern. He's been and done, I think. So, but no, it's an exciting day. This sort of kicks off the year a little bit. It's sort of starting from that pre-season and hard slogs, hot days, to now we're starting to focus on footy. So it's an exciting time of the year.
Liam, this will be your first as co-captain. Are you looking forward to finally taking that role from the training track onto the field when the game starts in a few weeks?
Actually, it's one of those things I've been looking forward to the most. Sort of early days, there was a bit to do as newly appointed captains, and the sort of dust has settled a little bit around that. We're just in the flow of things. I think the next step is translating that to games, and I think that'll be a really exciting time for both Oscar and I, and hopefully the club moving those first few games.
As a new captain, I guess your involvement been with Don Pike since he arrived at the club?
Yeah, I've caught caught up with Pikey a couple of times, and he's a great operator. I'm lucky enough to have Pikey as a coach in my first year at the club. Already knew Pikey and what he was about, and really nice. He's sort of been over and beyond with a lot of the players. Really, he's gotten down to us all, and just a friendly face. He's always got a smile, so it's nice having him back around the fold.
And on the midfield time that you're having, how do you see your role when you do go up there? Hope to bring to that.
Yeah, I probably bring that defensive sort of flavour a little bit, just with my background as. And we've got some really attacking bulls in the midfield that we want to let them play their natural game and show their stuff and express themselves. So part of my role will go in there and just play my role and help those boys out with a few of those, and let the boys like TK and Harley and Yowie just get to work and do their thing, which we all love to see.
Without Shannon and Luke Chewy this year, how important is it going to be to have those experienced guys you mentioned the couple, but also go out in the field this year?
Yeah, it's huge. Obviously, there's been a shift in the list, and you'll be able to sense it today. The energy is high. It's probably higher than it has been in previous years, and that may be because we have lost some experience and some older players. But that just makes Jeremy McGovern, Barras down back, Yowie out there, Jamie Cripps up forward, just Jack Darling. They're all so valuable to us now because we've got such a really young group, and you just can't buy experience. So those boys around has been a massive help, especially for Oscar and I as younger captains. We've been able to lean on those boys a lot, and they've helped us carry the load.
The two of you lent on Luke Chewy at all?
On who, sorry?
Luke Chewy?
Oh, yeah. Having Chewy around, he's been playing and stuff, so they're sort of still lining him up at times. But he's been sort of, he sat back and he let us know early on that if we need him, just approach him. He'll let us do our thing until we need him. So he's a great mate of mine and a great leader of the footy club and still is, and yeah, we'll definitely lean on him at times.